episode 10 of the SNT Podcast, season finale.
Yep, finale, here we are, number 10. DOS, no, that's 2 in it, shit.
So, over the past 10 weeks, how do you feel like it's gone?
10 weeks, bloody hell. Yeah, no, I've really enjoyed it. I mean, the most important thing is, you know, we're mates and we've enjoyed doing it, haven't we? Like, it's something we've quite enjoyed doing, something to look forward to, you know, recording, and yeah, it's cool. I really enjoyed it, and you know, if it goes somewhere, great. If it doesn't, then just have to kill myself, won't I? But nah, it's at the end of the day, it's something that we've enjoyed doing, so that's all that matters, isn't it?
It's definitely evolved. I think, like, it's amazing. Like, before we even did this, I was like in the impression, like, look, this is tough, right? This is people who do this, like, this is really hard work, like, need a lot of gear and all. But actually, like, it's like anything. When you get to know it all just becomes so fluent to you. And you know, in the past 10 weeks, it's gone from me and you sitting in a room podcasting to now obviously doing it separately because of situations, but we've sorted out the audio. We're getting more into the gaming side of things as well. You know, YouTube, Spotify, Instagram's all picking up. It's starting to snowball. Yeah. It's really good.
Well, that's the thing. I think it's good that we've gone in there with a mindset of, you know, we're just doing it for a laugh, you know, just to get some content out there about things that we enjoy. That's the way you got to approach it. Because if you approach it as, you know, I've got to get this many followers and this many subscribers, and you're like, you too much pressure on yourself, and you're not doing it because you're enjoying it. You're doing it to get the numbers. So I'm glad that we've approached it from a, you know, we're making sure that we enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
and that's the thing. It's like, as long as we're enjoying it, mate, that's it, innit?
Exactly.
And
exactly.
You know, looking at all the tons and tons of feedback for season 1, I can tell everyone else is enjoying it as well. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, it takes a while to get out there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. You know, it's maybe in 10 years, or we might get somewhere. No, man, it's good. So, why did we start it then? So,
why did we start?
Yeah, for those of you who aren't aware, we've got quite a circle of friends, me and Sam, and after years of talking utter rubbish and shit and having different traits, we started to get the idea of, well, in a coffee shop, we started to toy with the idea of recording it all, didn't we?
Yeah.
And seeing if everyone else thought we were talking rubbish as much as we thought we actually were.
No, I get it. It's like you said, I mean, it's something that I know you've mentioned quite a few times in the past, and I've kind of thought about it. But yeah, we'd be sitting in the coffee shop when we in the town centre, and yeah, just kind of thinking, like, you know, why not? What have we got to lose? It'll be a laugh.
Do you want to do a podcast? Nah, you're right, mate.
That's the thing. I think I am
insane.
I try to be I'm insane. No, I try to be a realist, but I think sometimes I kind of come across to myself as a bit of a pessimist sometimes. And it's not that I'm, you know, negative. I just try to be like a realistic person. And I think sometimes I think to myself, you know, it's not going to go anywhere. What's the point? But with this, I just thought, you know, screw it. Let's just have a go. Let's stop saying no to everything. Let's actually try. We've enjoyed, you know, it's something we've enjoyed doing. We've both learned quite a bit as well, haven't we?
Fucking loving it, and
I definitely think you can see the quality of the episodes has got better, both in terms of, like, we're more structured, but also the sound quality and the editing. We're learning. You can tell. You listen to episode 1 and then episode 8 that came out last week, and like they sound so different. I think we've become a lot more structured as well, and it's still going to take time until we kind of fine tune it and, you know, decide which way we want to approach it. And these things take time, but, you know, all that matters is that we're trying and we're having fun whilst we're doing it.
It's going to be like A-levels all over again, isn't it? We're going to get to the end and be like, oh, you know, and the results are in and you're ungraded. Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Rejection.
Oh, God.
Podcasting for a year and you've got 2 subscribers. Sam and Tom.
So you've gone from 8 unique listeners to 9. in the space of 18 months. Well done, guys. Well done. Oh, cheers. Cheers.
Bloody hell.
So on that then, origins, people's origins, how things begin. Your favourite origin story. Do you have one in particular?
So my favourite origin story from film. Raid, sorry, the guy from Rama. Rama, the guy from the Raid. You have to edit this shit out. Bloody hell.
The guy from Rama.
I have to edit this out. But I think a favourite for me that always stands out, might be a bit of a surprise. It's Rise of the Planet of the Apes. It's Caesar.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good one.
Because the transformation from him being a little innocent chimpanzee to at the end becoming, a butch, talking, mental leader of a bloody bunch of apes. I think that transition though in that film is incredible. It's not the best film in the world. I mean, I really like it, but I just think seeing Caesar's transformation, I think it's done so well in that. I remember the scene where he talks for the first time. He screams at Malfoy, and he goes, "No!"
The actor
bit
who played Malfoy.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know his name. I just call him Malfoy. But that bit, it honestly, I get chills when I watch that. It's so good when he talks for the first time. That's like a turning point in the film for me.
Yeah, because that's a bit of a shocker because you don't even know he's going to talk. You sort of get hints that he might develop and all that, but then, like you said, when he sees the other apes getting battered, it's like you're right. That's a good bit actually.
That's actually, it's probably my favourite origin story. I mean,
really?
Yeah, like, there are like some, yeah, definitely. I think there's a few honourable mentions, like Lord of the Rings. Even Batman Begins is pretty good. I think they're definitely the best Batman films.
That's a good one actually. I didn't think of Batman when I was doing this.
In terms of an origin story as well, I guess the original Halloween for me is quite a big one as well.
Is that the Scream? Is that Scream
amazing.
films?
No, the Scream.
What's the Halloween films then?
The Scream films.
Jason.
Halloween is no, that's Friday the 13th. Halloween is Michael Myers.
Who's that? Is that the?
It's Michael Myers.
No, hold on. Is that the?
It's the guy with the Star Trek mask that looks like bleached white with the ginger hair. Probably like the most iconic serial movie murderer in the world. Michael Myers. So, to be fair, I know you're not a big fan of horror films, so.
So he wears a hockey mask. He's got ginger hair.
That's Jason. That's Jason who wears the hockey mask. So Michael Myers is the guy from Halloween.
I don't know. I'll have to watch it now. Actually, you've made me think I need to watch it. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Scream. Scream is obviously, it's got the Scream mask in it. The ghost face.
He's the one with the burns, right?
That's Freddy Krueger.
I'm joking.
Oh my god.
No, I'm joking on that one. I know that one.
Yeah, but I would say like Halloween is worth a mention as well.
So how does that start then?
Basically, he is a young child. Well, it tells you the story, but it starts off, he's basically a young child. He's mental and kills his parents and goes on a killing spree. Basically, but it's 1978 it came out, and it's still like regarded as probably one of the best, if not the best, horror slasher movie in the world.
And when's it based? Around Christmas time?
I think it's based around Halloween, I don't know.
Just on that, actually, I tell you what, Gremlins.
Oh, I love that film.
Gremlins is a good one.
Tell you what, that's a good shout.
Isn't it?
That's a good shout. Gremlins is... So I watched that recently, actually. It's so good.
That's a good film.
He's so cute, isn't he, as well, Gizmo?
I just think it's a good little thing, like...
Brilliant.
They don't even really have to explain it. It's just the fact that, look, these are the conditions that this animal has to live in. Don't get it wet. Don't put it in sunlight. And all that sort of stuff. Don't eat after midnight. And then all of a sudden, these gremlins come out. And it's like... I think it's fucking cool. I think it's a really good film. And it is a Christmas film.
Yeah, it's quality. It's quality. Oh, yeah, definitely. It's a Christmas film, yeah.
Have you watched the new batch?
Oh, the new batch. No, I didn't bother.
That's really good.
I just thought... It's probably not worth it. It's alright, is it?
Yeah, it came out, I think, a year after the original.
I never bothered with that.
It's got Christopher Lee in.
That's it.
Yeah.
Saruman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's but obviously he's a lot younger in that one, but it's actually really good. It's quite funny. Like, I think you actually watch that. If I watch Halloween, you can watch Gremlins too. How about that?
All right, I'll check it out. But I mean, really quickly on that, then, if you're talking about Halloween, so they released a new film for the first time in like 10, 15 years. They released it, come out, I think it was 2 years ago. And you know what, mate? It's incredible. It's just called Halloween Again. That is incredible.
Halloween Again?
Like no, it's called Halloween. Like, sorry, I meant again.
Yeah,
it's called Halloween. Fucking dick. But it's watch that and then watch the original, because I think you'd appreciate the original a lot more.
The Exorcist had a bit of a following.
Exorcist. Have you seen it?
I have, yeah. I watched that, and I watched so I watched two on the trot. I watched The Exorcist, and I watched one called Entity. And I think it's Entity. It's an old 1980s film, right? And I'm not joking. It's about a poltergeist that has a sexual relationship with this woman, but it's like a haunting as well. And honestly, Sam, it creates electricity around the room and stuff. But the film is like, it makes me think, like, I was like, bloody hell, like, you hear stories about stuff like this, you know, like, but weird stuff happening. But this woman was haunted by this ghost that had it was almost like a sexual.
It was,
I don't know. It's like
ectoplasm
really
everywhere, I bet.
What is this, ectoplasm? No. But The Exorcist had a following. Just back to that had a real big following.
Exorcist. Yeah, so I've had it on Blu-ray for a long time, and when I moved into this flat, I was on my own because Vanessa hadn't moved in yet. So I was sitting there on my own, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to christen the flat with a movie. So I sat down and watched The Exorcist for the first time. It's good. Like, I can appreciate.
Dated.
Yeah, it's very dated. I can appreciate what it stands for in terms of, you know, horror movies, in terms of, you know, pushing the boundaries at the time in the cinema. Like, it was banned from loads of places. Like, I can definitely appreciate it. As a standalone movie, I don't really feel that it held up. Like, some of these hold up. Like, Halloween holds up. I don't really think this holds up. Like, it was good.
I think it's hard.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's hard for films to hold up.
Because, yeah, like you say, it's very dated with the effects and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I really, really enjoyed it. And even talking as an origin story, going back to this, like, it starts off when the bloke discovers that object, doesn't he, in Egypt and stuff. Like, that's quite cool. Like, not a lot of horror films bother to do that. Like, that was quite cool. But all right, so what's your favourite then? If you had to pick one, we've mentioned a few. What would your favourite origin be? Mine is Rise of the Planet of the Apes. What's your favourite origin story?
My favourite origin story? I don't even know if I have one. Like, I find origin stories hard when the movie isn't serious. Do you know what I mean? Like, so your Spider-Mans, your Batmans and stuff, your Supermans, they're already sort of set in stone.
Yeah.
And they don't really change.
Yeah.
Like, how many times have you seen Peter Parker become Spider-Man? It's like, we know the story and it's boring, right? It's like, for me, an origin story has to be something like, I don't know, it can't be forced. Like, it just, things have beginnings. Do you see what I mean? Like,
yeah,
like King Kong is probably a good origin story.
King Kong. So the original, right, is so good, but that is dated so badly as well. You can see like the puppet strings and stuff.
I like the Peter Jackson's one.
Yeah, that's brilliant film. That's aged quite well as well, to be fair. That's the thing.
And again, is it an origin story? Probably not.
Well, it's kind of.
I mean, he's already there on the island, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that's an origin story. It shows you how it all started, for sure.
But yeah,
it's a good film. I mean, like, I don't want to mention it again because people are getting fed up of it, probably. But Lord of the Rings, you know, that's a bloody good origin story as well. And you know what? Like, I mean, everyone knows we've both watched them fucking a million times. I watched them recently, but there's even a CGI on that. It's nearly 20 years ago. It still looks incredible. So that
it's funny you mentioned about Lord of the Rings.
Stands the test of time. Why is that, mate? Why is that?
Got a game for you.
You've got a game for me.
Right. Alright, so before we start, quick explanation. Over the past 10 weeks, we've literally made up games of our own, right? And if you've been listening, we've come up with 6 unique games over the past 10 episodes, right?
So, some are worth forgetting about.
Yeah, one or two. What we've decided to do is, for the season finale, we're going to culminate all 6 games into a smaller game, basically, yeah? We're going to condense each one of these 6 games to make it just the game for this episode. So just to familiarise yourself with them, so we've got Quinn's Rigmarole. Guess the film. Go on then. Keyword countdown. Level up. And then we got Captain Look. So we'll forget that one.
Yeah.
But
Captain Don't Look, more like.
yeah. So we're going to culminate these into one big game, basically. So I was thinking we could probably take turns, Sam. You want to take turns?
Yeah, sure, 100%. Yeah. Probably time to tell you now. I didn't actually prepare any quizzes. No, I'm
Did you
joking.
not?
I did. Of course, I did. I was trying to see how you react.
All right.
You fucking idiot.
I'm going to start with guess the film.
Guess the film. Right.
All right.
I'm ready.
So-
I'll keep score. Score.
Yeah, I won't say how the game actually works. You have to go back to old episodes. All right. Sean Bean, Hugh McGregor, Scarlett Johansson. I'll give you a clue if you want.
Is it? It's not The Island, is it?
It is The Island. Bloody hell, that was good. You were confident in that one.
Well, I didn't want to say. I was thinking it might have been bloody James Bond for a minute, but I definitely Mission Impossible. Sorry, but no.
That's good. All right. Last one for guess the film. Vin Diesel.
Triple X.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Tom Hanks.
Matt Damon.
Vin Diesel. Tom Hanks. Vin Diesel. Damon.
It's not Fast and Furious, no.
Tom Hanks. He's got more class than that.
Oh shit, Tom Hanks. I was thinking of Tom Cruise, and then I realised he's not in that as well. Tom Hanks.
Do you need a clue?
Matt Damon. Go on, give me a clue. Go on.
It's a World War II film. Probably the number one World War II film.
Also Saving Private Ryan, I think.
That's it. Yep. Well done.
Is Vin Diesel in that? Bloody hell.
Yeah, he gets shot by a sniper.
Years. Pretty good riddance, probably, isn't it?
That's why I did Fast and Furious. Right. Guess the film. Right. 100% on that one, mate.
Let's start with your favourite. I think it's your favourite to say when you're introducing it. Level up. Right, so I've got 3 questions. I think they've got harder as they go on. See what you think, mate. See what you think.
Okay.
Right. Question number 1 is nice and easy, alright? And there's a theme to these questions as well. Question number 1. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Finish your sentence.
Robots in disguise, right?
Correct. Nice and easy to start off with. Question number 2. Optimus Prime was born on which planet?
Cybertron.
Okay, that might be too easy then. Fucking hell. Number 3. Name 4 Decepticons. And I will be taking Galvatron and Megatron as 1, so that's not 2. Alright.
Alright, so Megatron, Starscream, Cyclonus, Demolisher.
That's it.
Fucking hell.
That was easy. Bloody hell, mate.
Wait, I love Transformers.
That's true. I didn't think you'd get it so quickly, though, with the last 4. Cheers, mate.
Oh, well done, mate.
Well done. That's 100%, mate. Well done.
Right. I'm not going to do Captain Look last, so we're going to get it out of the way now, alright?
Oh, fuck's sake.
So,
how's this going to work, then? How's this going to work?
So, no, I've got it planned, mate. So I'm going to quickly send you this screenshot, right? So you can either choose set 1 or set 2. Alright? So these are the post-it notes. They're the options. So, I'll give you the synopsis after you've read the list, alright? What's your choice?
Set 1.
You want set 1?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Alright, mate. So, here's the synopsis for Captain Look.
How does someone win again?
Just You win by continuing conversation. You lose by stuttering, failing, or just being like, I give up, which we might do straight away. All right.
So are we taking it in turns to say things?
Yeah,
like, have
absolutely.
you got a set of words as well?
Yeah, well, you said you're taking set 2. Oh, set 1, sorry. I'm taking set 2.
Oh, so you're set 2. I see you, right, okay.
Yeah. So, here's the scenario. 2 men survive a plane crash in the deep Congo and have to talk their way out of not being eaten by a cannibalistic tribe. Right?
Okay.
So, just so everyone's on board, set 1, which Sam has chosen, the words are cat, bag of nuts, shoehorn, turtle shell, and buffalo cheese. Set 2, tits, toothbrush, clear plastic bag, headphones, harp. Right? You've definitely chosen the easier ones.
Are we talking to each other? Or are we talking to
each other? We've crash
cannibals?
landed. We're friends. We're in the deep Congo. There's a tribe about to fucking eat us because they're hungry. Right? They've never seen white man before. All right. So, all right. This might start and finish straight away. Right. So just
that's the plan. Hopefully. All right, Tom. Do you reckon there's any chance we can convince them to eat one of those cats instead of us? Because I don't want to be eaten.
Well, I would, mate.
Froze a bit, mate.
I think that's a good idea. It's a good idea, but I've got, like as you said, a ton of toothpaste in my bag, and
where's toothbrush, mate?
And I'm speaking to the tribe leader, and his breath stinks. So let's just put the cat out there with some toothbrush. It's not toothpaste, is it? Fucking twat.
Did we just say that this is over?
Oh my god, that actually worked out worse than I actually imagined, which is hard to do. No. Right, let's give it a second go. I want to give it a second go. All right.
Oh fucking hell!
I want to give it a second go. Right.
All right, mate.
Captain Look,
all right.
part 2. Right.
Just
those
start
two,
from the
those two
beginning.
words
Yeah?
are gone. No, those 2 words are done. Right.
All right.
I want to give it a second go.
Just any old thing if you like.
I'm so sorry, everyone. Right. Okay, here we go.
All right. Who's starting?
I'll start this time.
All right.
Mate, I know we've just crash landed and we should be depressed, but have you seen the tits on those tribeswomen?
Yeah, they're pretty tasty. I mean, tell you what, those tribeswomen look pretty hungry though. So I mean, if they're coming over to eat us, I've got this bag of nuts we can give them. Hopefully, distract them.
It's a good idea. Have you got a clear plastic bag to present them in?
No, but I've got a turtle shell, so stick them in there and it should be good to go.
What I'll do, just to set the mood, I'm going to play my harp.
You can play your harp. So, are you going to use your fingers to strum it, or are you going to use a shoehorn?
I'll give up. This is
This is so shit.
This is
the right, everyone, you're witnessing. If this doesn't get edited out, you're witnessing the death of Captain Look. All right.
Thank you so much for participating.
Probably edit this out though, anyway.
Oh, do you know what? When we first did that, I never thought we'd play that again, and I now know why.
Yeah.
Right.
And on a high note, eh?
I'll give you that point.
Cheers, mate. All right.
Fuck.
All right. Game number 4. So one we can both play. And obviously no cheating. The first one says for go on then. And the question is, Soul Calibur 6 characters. How many can you name? If anyone doesn't know, remember the rules. Tom's going to make a bid. If I think I can name more, I'm going to make a bid. Back and forth until one of us says go on then. So we call the other person out and they have to actually name that number of things for the question. If they get it wrong, the other person wins. Vice versa. Right, Tom. Soul Calibur 6 characters.
5.
I'm going to go 8.
10.
I'll go 11.
Go on then.
Okay, right. Sophia, Cassandra, Amy, Raphael, Siegfried, Nightmare, Zazamel, Yoshimitsu, Taki, Mitsurugi, Kilik.
That was dead easy. I should have gone well high on that.
I thought
should
you were
have
going to come out with like 15 or something.
No, I was so tempted to start off with like 20 and you'd be like 21. I'd be like, go on then. So I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that.
I could do 20. I think I was comfortable with maybe 15, and I would have started going a bit funny after that.
I should have been higher on that one. My reputation was on the line there.
Right, okay, next one I think you're going to beat me at, but we'll have a go. Alright, Star Wars characters. Let's stick with the core 6 movies. So episodes
Yeah, okay.
4, 5,
I'm
6,
just gonna
1, 2,
last
3.
one. It's toilet paper, the last one. Alright,
Alright, Star Wars characters.
10.
10? Okay. I'm going to say 11.
Go on then.
Oh, we're really hoping you were going to bid. Okay, alright, I'm going to try.
Right, 10.
Right.
I've got my fingers, I'm counting.
Alright, I'm going to count on my fingers as well. Right, fuck. Okay,
Right,
Obi-Wan
11,
Kenobi. 11, yeah. Alright. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Jar Jar Binks, Darth Maul, General Grievous, Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Chewbacca, Yoda, Darth Sidious, Darth Vader.
Have you said Darth Sidious twice?
Okay, alright, another one, C-3PO, R2-D2.
Jesus Christ. Again, that's so easy.
Yeah, I
I'm
didn't.
not even...
I was shitting myself. Thinking off my head, I could probably name about 30, but I'm not even a big Star Wars fan.
God, I'm. It's, you know what the problem with it is? I can't measure myself on my own ability. I'm like, okay, do I know 10? At the time, I'm like, no. So I'm just like, screw it.
So the scores are, hold on.
It's 3-1 to you. You're. I need to win both the next two.
All right.
Quinn's Rigmarole. If you haven't seen Quinn's Rigmarole, by the way, episode 1 to 4, what's it called? Sublime game.
Uh-huh.
Good game. All right, it's a good game. So we're going to play
Sublime,
it again.
yeah.
Sublime, yeah. Okay. Kabla! Right. Okay. Here we go. Quinn's Rigmarole. In Skyrim.
Fucking hell.
We're going to call back to episode 1 here, boys, alright? Name the 6 magic skill trees.
Are you seriously doing this to me?
6 magic skill trees.
You taught me my lesson as well. Right, hold on.
I've got my pen.
Alright, let's have a listen, right. Okay, restoration. Alteration. Destruction. Illusion. Fuck's sake. Alchemy is one. Is it? Is alchemy one?
We've been through this.
Let me think. I'm just going to write this down in front of me. Right. So destruction's one. Destruction.
He's done it twice.
Illusion.
And he's failing.
Destruction. Illusion. Restoration.
Restoration. That's correct.
Alchemy.
No. No, it's not.
Fuck's sake.
Sorry.
Destruction. Illusion. Restoration. Oh crap.
Oh crap.
No, what's the bloody
Vampires.
I'm gonna get this. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get this. What's the alteration?
That's 4.
No, mate. Oh, conjuration.
That's 5.
What's he do with the items? Not alchemy. Enchanting.
He's done it. He's
Did
done
I?
it. Yeah.
I kept thinking of
6.
alchemy. I kept thinking of alchemy.
Well,
All right.
I did teach him something.
If you were timing me, mate, you could.
Nah, I'm not that time. Yeah.
Too long on that.
Well done. Question 2. In Lord of the Rings.
Oh, for Christ's sake!
Now this might be an easy one for you because I know you recently watched them. Okay.
Okay. Right.
In the Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
what is the name of the person who cuts off Sauron's hand?
It's Aragorn's dad. Theoden? No, it's not Theoden. Idiot.
Deodorant. I've got loads of that, mate.
No. It's Aragorn's dad. Isildur?
Daragon. It's Isildur, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Tarragon. It's a fucking
Daragon.
herb.
Right. Last one.
Isildur. Yeah.
Isildur's correct. Last one. In South Park.
Okay, right. Something different to Lord of the Rings and Skyrim. I'm shocked.
Randy tried to break the record for the biggest turd. What is the name of the fictional measurement?
Corex?
Corex is correct.
Yeah.
12.5 Corex.
I need to watch that, actually. That is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I must start watching that again, actually.
I think that's probably the first South Park episode I ever watched. I was just like, what the fuck is this?
Okay, what do you think what's your funniest one for you? Like the funniest South Park episode you've ever seen?
Oh, that's tough.
Just take a really quick detour while we're on the subject then. What do you think is the best one? Or the funniest moment? What's the funniest moment?
Oh,
the one that comes to mind for me is when Cartman thinks he's invisible when no one can see him and he creeps across the stage with his little chode. And everyone on the stage is like, what the fuck? There's some fat kid walking across the stage with his knob out. Oh, it's so funny.
There's a few which I remember. There was one in particular which honestly I couldn't stop laughing, and I'm trying to remember which one it is, but there's a load of them. Like there's obviously the one where like Walmart takes over.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
There's I'll tell you which one it is. Right, the funniest moment for me. There's one, and I've shared it to you loads. There's Amazon comes into town, and like all the small shops are being bought out basically, and everyone who works in the shops now turn into zombies, and everyone works at the Amazon, and it's called like the Amazon Fulfillment Center or something, and the whole town's like getting corrupted and stuff, and they need a Christmas miracle, right? And Santa comes down in his sleigh. And it's like because Mr. Hankey's been done for like not being PC, which stands for political correctness, by the way, in this country. He's like I can't explain it without being. It sounds boring and stuff, but it's like basically he fucks off, saying like you.
This sounds really good.
Watch it, just watch it. It's really funny. It's one of the new episodes. I'll leave it at that. All right.
South Park is good.
That explanation is amazing, isn't it?
Have you thought about storytelling as like a career? Nah. Right, sorry, it's my game now, isn't it? My game. Sorry for the detour there.
You win this one anyway, so. But yes, last one.
I got one for you, mate. I got one for you. Right. Keyword countdown. So again, hopefully people know by now what it is, but if you don't, basically I've got a bunch of keywords going from hard to really easy. And Tom's got to try and guess what film it is based on the keywords or key phrases that I'm giving him. I need the name of the film. Right. First keyword. Showdown.
Kill Bill.
Showdown. No, not Kill Bill. Next keyword. Fighting in the air.
It's Matrix. Mr. Smith and Neo in it.
No.
Superman, Zod, Man of Steel.
No. Next one. Outer space.
Outer space? Fighting in the air?
Outer space. We're trying to throw some spanners in the work here.
Is it the Avengers?
Fucking hell, well done. Which one, though? Which one?
I'd probably say Endgame.
No, I need the exact film, Tom. I need the exact film, I'm afraid.
Infinity War.
Disaster in New York.
It's not them too. Fighting in the air.
No.
Hold on a minute. Fighting in the
Shared
air.
universe.
It's the Avengers Assemble, isn't it?
It is, mate. Well done. So the next keywords I had, shared universe, group name in title, alien invasion, and ensemble film. Well done, mate.
I had a lot of guesses though.
That's good. You still got it. I mean, I was quite shocked you got Avengers because I wouldn't have done based on fighting in the air, outer space, and showdown. Impressed with that. Really impressed with that. Well done, mate. Well done.
Nice. Well, there we go. The culmination of our last 10 weeks, and overall, it shows we've done nothing.
Oh, cool.
Put a lot of effort into them. No.
No, it's a good laugh, mate. And again, we've enjoyed doing it, and hopefully people enjoy listening to it. If they don't, they can fuck.
I'll tell you something, on the Soul Calibur video, you
Yeah,
were
I know.
swearing like a trooper.
Yeah, no, I
Oh
know.
my God, I thought your
I
name was
listened
Tom
back.
Quinn.
I listened back and I was like, oh my God, potty mouth. It's the rage you put me through. It's the rage. So you're gonna see a different me from next season. I'm gonna tone down, same person, but just not as foul. I'm gonna try.
That's bollocks, Mark.
That's bollocks, Mark. No, I'm gonna try.
No, so it's not a good. Well, it's not easy. For it, like
It's a bad habit, mate. It's a bad habit.
I've had that habit for years. Like, I remember going to jobs and swearing and forgetting that I'm swearing.
Yeah.
Like, I've had some real like keep myself in check moments. I've been like, bloody hell! Like, my mouth is. You have to get used to like growing up, like the professional and then the work environment. It's like a bit of a. Your mind is like mixing, isn't it? So sometimes when I'm talking socially, I swear like a trooper. When we're drinking, Sam, I'm like every other word is a swear word.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm trying to tone it down a bit, but it's not easy. It's not easy. All right, so what's gone in? He's talking about swearing at work and stuff by accident. What's some of the funniest experiences you've had?
I've had a few. Like, I'll tell you. I won't say any names, right? But there's. What's the guy from the Goonies? Like the
Sloth,
messed up looking one.
Sloth,
and he's like a sloth, isn't he?
You guys, yeah, Sloth.
Yeah, right. There's a guy who looks like that at the office, right?
God,
and he is like,
poor guy,
and he is like, he's not in my team or anything, in the team I'm part of, but he is like a giant, this bloke, right? And he is massive. I'm not joking. He must weigh about 30 stone, right? But he's like, but he's like 7 foot as well, right? He's like always blush in the face. He's like, you can hear like the cells struggling to reproduce in his body. And he, there was this really nice woman, and she was like, oh, I've been getting on, I've been doing this. And then, literally, out of the blue, it's a Monday morning, about 8 o'clock, everyone's knackered, right? Everyone's like, fucking give me a coffee, whatever. And this bloke, like, this woman says this thing like, oh, yeah. And then, out of nowhere, he's standing behind me and goes, that's bollocks. right, I'm not joking, there's about 30 people, dead quiet. This woman, lovely woman, oh, I've done these reports and, things looking, that's bollocks. It was so bad. I was just like, fucking hell, mate, calm down. Like, we're all trying to get on here. But there are some weird stories. Like, I can see why people make sitcoms of offices, because you wouldn't believe some of the crap that people come up with.
It's a bunch of people
It's
stuck
amazing.
together in a room, isn't it? So there's going to be some funny stuff, definitely.
I've had some really weird work experiences. Like, I remember when I was at Matalan, like, thieving was like an everyday thing.
You're a dirty thief.
Well, yeah, me personally, I was.
Oh, you weren't talking about
Actually,
yourself. I thought you were.
No, I wasn't. But yeah, I'm definitely not guilt free, put it that way. And
like, everyone's hands are dirty. Yours particularly, but
yeah, I mean, that's part of the parcel where I'm come from. So, oh god, I'm surprised I even got jobs halfway through. Like, some of the thing. Distinctly, I remember going to an interview once. So it became a bit of a thing. No, it didn't. That's a lie. No one should cheat on their CV or lie on their CV. But
everyone does. Lesson
learned, right? Anyway, so after a few years in computer science, doing really well, getting ungraded, you go for jobs, don't you? Next stage, you're like, you just need to start earning money. What do you want to do with your life? Don't know. Like, you ain't got a clue. Right? Went to applied around the block and ran a few IT jobs and technical assistant jobs and IT manager jobs. So didn't put my age on there,
as all 17-year-olds
anyway,
do.
got a phone
IT
call.
manager jobs,
Yeah, and they've all got A stars in computer science and all that.
Yeah.
And got a phone call from a school called Priory School, right? saying, we'd love to bring you in for an interview. We're looking for an IT manager's job, like the IT manager for the school. So, all right, yeah, sounds good. When's the... And you're taking everything. Left, right and centre. Yeah, I have that job. Walk into 4 elderly men, right, sitting there in a room, right, and the look on their face when a 16-year-old walked in straight after school for the IT manager's job at school.
What you wrote on your CV? 20 years experience.
I don't know, but I remember this older guy, right? He's like sat next to me. He sat next to me, and it was like, oh look, don't worry, it's all a relaxed environment. You can use as many technical terms as you want, mate. And the only technical term I could think of was USB.
Oh my god!
I was just like, for some reason, my mind went into, right, I need to use the word USB in as many sentences as possible.
Don't hold back, you know.
That's what he said
technical
to me.
as you can.
No, don't hold back. That's exactly what he said to me. I was like, don't be. You can just go at it. We're all here. We understand. Just go at it. You know, you got computer science. You got A star in computer science. You got A star in ICT. You got A star in fucking design. Come on, use some technical terms.
Did you write A star for everything?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Like, why wouldn't you even be a little bit like, oh, you know, I've got a B in here. I've got A star.
You're a manager at Matalan. You're a manager at, like, all right. And
I've got approached by NASA, but I'd rather work here. Right?
They said I was too qualified. All right.
Yeah.
But I was just like, it was one of the worst interviews, and I remember walking out, like, my mum picked me up from the from the school, and I got in there. And she goes, "How'd it go?" I was like, "Yeah, really well. Yeah." In my head, I was like, "Fucking hell."
What was the interview for? Oh, head of the NHS.
Yeah. Science faculty.
Prime Minister.
Cry.
I've had some bad interviews. I think we both have, mate. I've had some funny experiences, bad interviews. I mean, in terms of a funny job experience, I remember... So I had a weekend job at Sainsbury's. Whilst we were studying at college, I had a weekend job at a supermarket. And I remember it was a Sunday afternoon, pretty quiet. And this old guy looked a little bit suspect, walked up to my till and started emptying his stuff. And I'm nosy, so I have a little look about what he's about to scan through, about to put down on the till. And he literally had 2 items, and he didn't try and disguise what his intentions were. He purchased a cucumber, so you might
healthy.
make a nice cucumber sandwich, healthy. Purchased a cucumber, and the only other thing in his basket was a bottle of lube. So it's like he didn't. I promise you, this is true. I promise you, I'm not making this up. So I'd like just turned 16, so I felt so awkward. And I was looking at this bloke, and I was like, "Do you want a bag with that?" He was like, "No, I'm fine.
No, I've got condoms."
It's like he didn't even try and disguise what he was buying. Like, you think he'd throw a loaf of bread in the mix, or like 2 pints of milk or something, just to make it look a little bit less suspect. But no, he literally bought like a large cucumber and a bottle of lube. So he's in for a good night.
That's a 10-inch one, that one. Bloody hell.
But
You got...
I had some funny memories at Sainsbury's.
GBH.
Yeah, I saw someone... Well, I remember someone run in, nick a bottle of Baileys, and the store manager chased him out into the car park, rugby tackled him, and sat on him until the police came. And this was the guy that run the store as well. He's quite posh. He was like the regional manager for the store. Literally, he just I've never seen anyone run so fast, and he just clotheslined this poor bloke in the car park. And I mean, he was a thief, so he deserved it, but clotheslined him and just sat on him until the police came.
I used to work at... Well, I did like a short stint at Wilkinson's for a month, and
yeah, I remember. Yeah,
this is how my life was going. I got put on the plant section, right, with all the other vegetables, and I was given the task of closing the plant section and watering the plants. No problem. And you basically take this hose, and it's got, how to water fucking plants. Anyway,
Step 1, get a hose.
Water.
Step 2, turn the water on.
Anyway, this spray thing I had.
Step 3, hold the hose at the plant.
if you imagine like just rows and rows of plants, right? About 3 or 4 layers of plants, and this sort of spray can thing for the water was pretty powerful. I was like, oh, and one afternoon I got bored, right? I was fucking bored, and they were like, oh, don't worry about the mess with the water. The cleaners will come in and do that. I was like, all right, no problem. And I got that bored, right? That, and you meant to like 1 second, the plant's watered, 1 second, the plant's watered. Like I must have been spending like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, just like power hosing these plants down
on each plant.
Yeah, literally the shelves are covered in water. It's just dripping like, and literally, so done the job. Every plant perfect. Yeah, they're fucking. They ain't thirsty anymore, right? Next day, morning shift. Morning, Tommy. Right? Yeah. Go to my section. All the plants are brown. They're all dead.
You killed them all. You overwatered them all.
Like, you're talking like hundreds of pounds of plants. Just like they were just like literally. It was just like one day they were green, and the next day they were just like brown.
Alright, I've got a similar story then to that. I'm a bit of a clumsy bastard.
Clumsy, yeah.
So yeah, I've got a reputation for being very clumsy, knocking into things, dropping drinks and stuff. And I was walking, so it was my lunch break in Sainsbury's, the supermarket again, and I was walking. And if anyone doesn't know what it is, there's a drink called Disaronno, which is like an almond liqueur. Right, amaretto liqueur. It's one of my favourite drinks, really, really nice. Anyway, it's quite potent though, like in terms of smell. It smells quite strongly. Anyway, so I was walking through on my lunch break, and don't ask me how, slipped on the floor, smashed into a display of Disaronno, right? And I'm not lying to you. It must have been over 100 bottles, and they just smashed into pieces on the floor, like glass and Disaronno everywhere. It stunk, right? They had to close down 2 aisles to clean it up. And when they had the morning meeting the next day, there was like $4,500 on the loss, and it was for me smashing the Disaronno display.
Oh my god!
It was like 4,328 quid or something like that, and it was my fault.
Damaged goods. Bloody hell!
All from Disaronno. Yeah.
You got caught in the bog, didn't you? For one of your interviews, so.
I should explain that, right? Yeah. Oh god, that was really bad. Yeah, so I had a job interview, and I was meeting them in a hotel lobby. So I'd been working, for the NHS for a while, so I was quite confident in terms of like my skill set and all that. So I started to branch off and started to look for new opportunities. So I found this job working for a tech company, really interesting. So I applied for it and actually managed to get a call back. So yeah, got in touch, set up this interview in a hotel lobby, like I said. And I suffer quite bad with like nerves. So when I get nervous, my appetite goes. Like I can't eat anything, which is the opposite to usual because I'm a greedy bastard usually. But when I get nervous, I can't eat a thing, right? Because I feel like it's going to come back out. Like I feel like I'm going to chuck it up. I get that bad, and my stomach goes in knots, right? And I get a really bad tummy. I'll save you the details, but I get a bad stomach as well. Anyway, so I'm in the hotel lobby and I'm thinking, oh, I'm getting a bit nervous. Tummy's feeling a bit funny, so I go to the toilet, and the toilet they only had one. It was quite a small hotel. It was a disabled toilet. But obviously, I'm not really thinking about this. I'm trying to focus on questions I'm going to ask, and make myself look confident. Not like I've just had a shit. I'm trying to make myself look confident. Mentally prepare myself. Anyway, and I'm sitting down in the toilet, doing what you do, and I flush. Well, I pull this cord, and I think, because I'm an idiot, I wasn't really thinking straight. I don't know why you'd pull a cord anyway to flush a toilet, but I pull this cord, thinking it's the flusher, and it's actually the disabled alarm for the hotel. So all of a sudden, you hear this like mental ringing sound, and obviously the people working in the hotel have got an override key because they think there's a disabled person who's like stuck, fallen over, or who's dying in the toilet, right? So this receptionist literally puts his key in, and I'm panicking. I'm like, no. Receptionist is like, turns this key, opens the door, and as it opens out, it looks into the lobby, and there's the alarm going off. The receptionist is looking at me. I'm sitting with my trousers down on the toilet, and I see these 2 guys in suits at the bar in the lobby looking over at all the, looking at the alarm noises going off. and they make eye contact with me sitting on the toilet with my trousers down. I don't know who designed the layout in this hotel because it's just ridiculous. Anyway, I'm like, it's fine. So she goes out. I clean myself up. At this point, I'm ready to just die. I'm ready to just go home and call it a day because it's not happening. Anyway, walk out of the room, walk up to these two guys at the bar, and they're like, "Oh, you must be Sam."
You shit yourself.
Fuck. And that was the worst interview I've ever had in my life because
that must be awful.
What just happened. Yeah, it was really bad, mate. It was, not gonna lie, it could have been Bill Gates interviewing, and if that had happened to him, I tell you what, it wouldn't have mattered if he was the cleverest man in the world because I think that situation would have killed him.
It's the eye contact bit. It's like, oh fuck.
Literally, we literally met eyes, and I'm sitting in the toilet. They've literally seen my bare ass.
Jesus Christ.
Needless to say, I didn't get the job.
Oh well, we've got a much better job now, mate.
Yeah, I've always suffered with that, like really bad nerves.
I suffer with nerves, but my arse is fine. It's my pits, my armpits just like stream. They stream.
Yeah, I'll get that a little bit as well, to be fair.
Luckily, a suit jacket covers it up quite well.
It does. That's an old trick, yeah. When you go to the interview, you're looking a bit hot. Do you want to take your jacket off? Nah, I'm alright, cheers.
It's 45 degrees in here. No, that's fine.
Nah, fine. I'm comfy.
Comfy. Stand up, your back's like a fucking river. Well, that's it really, isn't it? Season 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, season 2 we're going to think about just choosing some different topics. We're looking into doing things like conspiracy theories, maybe some legends and stuff, and I don't know. We're gonna dip and dab into something a bit different.
Right, that's it, guys. Season 10. Season 1.
Shit. Right. Season 20 of the SNT. No, it's not.
Games, films, and 90s nostalgia. So that's it. Episode 10 of Series 2. Fuck's sake.
Are you serious?
Right. Episode 10, the grand finale of Series 1. Thanks for listening. We've enjoyed having you, and we'll see you next time.